This is From the 50, the football show for the average Joe, starring the voice of God and Lion superfan TJ Weber, the guy who hates the refs and Kyler Murray, Big Web, Mr. Football Encyclopedia himself, and lifelong Packers stands at talk, the loser who signed the board twice, Nick Yale, and a sad-ass Bills fan, Nick Tully. This is Football Sunday.
What's up? Good morning. It's Sunday, week 3. Oh, we got the intro going again. What's going on? It's me and Big Web live from Las Vegas. Week 3 of the NFL here from Fremont Street. No, we don't see Fremont Street. No, we're not in a beautiful casino, Big Web, but we're in our hotel room.
What are you talking
We're on the
about?
road.
It is beautiful. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I don't know who I'm more pissed off at. The Utah Utes, Georgia Tech, or Harrison fucking Bader.
We're getting right into it right away. You're not even going to just say,
Oh,
Vegas, we're in Vegas, it's beautiful. We're going to bitch about Harrison Bader. We don't even know the context of that story yet. We'll get to that as well.
What he said.
Yeah, correct. Also, here's a nice little shot of our view from Vegas. You got the beautiful Golden Nugget and Circa here from, look at the awkward camera, too. It's just from the 50 fashion. You can see how wonky it is looking out that way. But anyway, we're
That's
pumped.
awesome.
It is great. Look at that. It's just a little like, I could even show Mark Hessler over here. Mark, you okay being on camera? Say hi. We got studio audience.
Side producer,
There it is.
Mark Hessler.
Hello, Mark.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody. All right.
He comes to all of our Vegas shoots.
He does. He's our producer. He set up all this equipment himself. It was crazy. I just got to buy a few beers and some coffee for him. He's good to go.
He's the money man.
Absolutely. All right, you guys get involved here on TikTok or on YouTube from the50.com. Let us know your top plays of the day. Again, all the links all season long from the50.com. Leave a voicemail, text in live here on YouTube and TikTok. Let us know your top plays of the day, your fantasy questions as well. Bear with us on internet. I think we're good, but if we do go in and out, you know why, because we're on the road, obviously. But anyway, from the50.com, check out all our picks throughout the year, and we're live on Apple Podcasts, or you can listen on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to every episode since 2018. We've been doing this program. It's a lot of fun. The first time me and Big Web started this, I think I was in college 2014 or 15. Sort of a setup like this. It's a little bit more advanced, but I think we were on one headphone or something. We were sharing an earbud. We had one viewer. We've gotten a little bit
We were
bigger.
at a chicken wing place that we talked into letting us go from a corner table.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's crazy where things start, and then we added, obviously, Nick Yale down the road, Zach Zook, and then Tolly 3-4 years ago, and kind of turned into, it's like, again, it's not a massive show, but we hope it becomes one. I like what we put together in 7 years. I mean, it's pretty great,
Exactly. By the way, you think my drip has improved since then, or is it the same?
Okay, clip that. Where'd you get that line? Did you look that
Drip?
up today?
Come on, man. I'm with it.
Who told you to say that? There's no way you know what that means. No way, not a
Drip.
shot. No.
It's clothing. It's your attire. It's what you got.
I know what it means.
I think
How do
I
you
thought
know
I
what
could
it
teach
means?
you something.
No, you didn't teach me anything. How do you know what that means?
I'm in the know. I'm around, man.
Okay.
Jeez, oh.
He changes his kind of tone too. He goes, "I'm in the know, man."
Okay, so
yeah.
whoever thinks Big Web's got the, just text in. Let us know.
How's Big Web's drip looking? That's
How's
good.
Big
We'll
Web's
start there.
drip?
Let's see. You got Go Lions in the chat on TikTok. Lions going against the Ravens in Monday Night Football. I think that's going to be a great one.
Yeah.
Wish I could watch them in Las Vegas, repping them today for sure. But I hope it's gonna kind of tell you the storyline of the Lions this season. I think you should expect a good game. I think plus 6.5 is the number right now, which I think feels right. I mean, Ravens are a dominant team. The way the Lions beat the Bears, we're not sure how bad the Bears are. We're not sure how good the Lions are after the Packers debacle. I think that game in particular is going to be, kind of a find out who you are game. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, like on the road executive producer Mark Hessler was saying earlier that Henry didn't have all that many yards last week, and before that he was dominating. So what's he going to be this time?
Yeah.
So that's a big question in that game.
Yeah, I mean that's the storyline for there. A lot of games here on Sunday. I tell you what, Big Web, I think the dogs are barking today. I got something going on with the dogs today. I little hint, I like the Bears. I think again, I'm all about the desperation plays. Teams that need to win or at least show up. If you're getting points, or if you need to win, you're at home. You're playing against the Dallas Cowboys, who gave up 450 yards to Russell Wilson last week. The Giants suck. We know how bad they are. Yeah. I think over in that game. I think Bears in that game, and that's one that sticks out at me. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe it's like everybody's saying, why would you watch the Bears, see what they've been doing, and take them? But my thing is, you've seen some good things, some movement on that offense. But the thing is, they just fizzle out so bad. First drive is great, second drive is all right, and then they just suck from there. So I'm hoping they turn it on today. I hope they don't play defense, but I hope the offense shows up in the over, and the Bears seems like a good pick.
I know all about fizzling out. Shout out Utah Utes. So, no, I mean, you got to – first of all, last week Dallas gave up a shit ton of yards, shit ton of points. Chicago does have some pop on its offense. I think this is a good time for Chicago to show what they can do on offense against a weak defense. I love the over in that game.
Yeah. What is it at? Is it 49.5, I
No,
think?
51.5, I believe.
51.5.
Let me check that.
Okay. I want to see what that's at. Let us know what your thoughts are on that game or any game today from the50.com. What I can do, though, is give you our overall standings from last week's picks, but also after week 2. Big Web's going to like this. 10-4 overall for Big Web after week 2. 10-4.
How about that?
That's not bad. After signing the board, I mean, you're bouncing back a little bit. Now it's a long season. I don't mean to trash on you here, but it's a long season. Anything can happen. You can get right back into your swing of things and lose and go 0-7 this week.
But I'm out of
I hope you don't. I'm just like I'm
out of
rooting
the
for
gate
you.
a
But
few links ahead. That when you sign the board, it does shoot you out of the gate. You get a little fired up.
you get fired. You get fired up. You focus a little bit more. But again, if you get cocky, you can lose this
we
quick.
don't get cocky.
Well, if you get cocky like Nick Tolley, you go 0-7 like he did last week. I mean, look at all that red, Big Web.
There's a lot of red.
0-7. He had Pittsburgh minus 3.5 was his lock. Jets plus 6.5. Not a great pick as a dog. Minnesota looked terrible. So yeah, Tolley first 0-7. We talked about doing punishments at some point. I think that's might be in discussion. He might have to repay that down the road here this week or this year.
A future Tolley problem.
I think future Tolley problem. I mean, the 0-7, you got to pay the price. You got to go out there and wear a dress out on the highway or something. I don't know.
Something.
Not on the highway, but maybe on the side of it.
I suggested wearing a tutu in the studio.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Can you imagine, him coming over to do the show and my wife opens the door and sees a gentleman in the tutu? How that's going to go over?
Or yes, I understand. That would be terrible.
Some spandex under it.
Spandex under it. We've seen a little bit of that in Vegas. I feel like I've seen a gentleman in a tutu down here somewhere. It
And
seems kind of normal.
One guy was so big he was in a 3-3.
Okay. I don't have my joke button. I wish I had it. That was a good one there. Anyway, overall standings, Big Web 10-4, 2-0 on dogs, 1-1 on locks. The rest of us have not hit a dog, Big Web. It's insane. I mean, that's actually pretty shitty if you think about it. It hasn't been a dog year, and that's my reasoning for today. I don't know for sure, but if I get a vibe of what's been happening, a lot of locks, a lot of favorites have been winning, covering, which means Vegas probably isn't making a lot of money yet. I would expect they're not very happy with the outcomes first 2 weeks, I would think. Here, I see a lot of opportunity with the Bears, which I think it might be split. I'm guessing 60-40, maybe even 50-50 on that, Bears-Dallas, because Dallas isn't that impressive. I like Houston today, plus the points against the Jacksonville Jaguars. That is a division game, which could be interesting. I like the Raiders today, plus 3.5 a little bit. They looked bad last week, though. So there's some things that are barking at me, and one of them was barking at me on Thursday was the Dolphins. And I took the 10.5
Dolphins don't
even.
bark.
Well, you know what I mean. They can. They squeal. Can you do a little dolphin voice for the? No, that's a Chihuahua. Who needs a bone or something.
I think
that's a dolphin.
it's kind of like a dolphin that ate a Chihuahua, is what that was.
Okay.
What does a dolphin do? I don't.
That's an alligator.
Give me something.
There you go.
I can't even do that.
Dude, try it. Give it a try. Clip
See?
that. That's pretty good. Yeah.
Whatever.
You could be like on a movie, like the dolphin sound guy. That'd be pretty good.
What's that?
That's
Let's
like
get off this
some
subject.
tiger or something. I don't
I
know.
cannot do a dolphin.
That's pretty good. Dolphins though cover 12.5. I mean, I like that pick a lot. So that told me everybody said, "Oh, the Bills are going to kill him. Bills are going to kill him." They did in the fourth quarter, but it was already too late. They were within a touchdown the whole time.
Right. No, I thought that line was fat going in for sure, but I had the over, and boy, did we squeak that out right at the end.
I'm telling you, and that game was kind of back and forth, and it showed me that again there was the desperation play. I knew the Dolphins weren't as good as the Bills, but I knew that they were going to pull out all the stops to stay close, and 12.5 right there was the number, and that's kind of again. I keep going back to Chicago because I'm so set on them at home to win the game. It's like 1.5, I think. But I mean, that is a dog. If you want to take them to 3.5 and get -160, I think that's worth putting in a parlay. But I really think they're going to win. Are there any other big spreads like dog wise you see this week?
I don't. There's some dogs that are like 1.5. That surprising, like good teams, like Cincinnati's a dog today.
Right.
You know,
Jake Browning in. So a lot of backup quarterbacks too.
there's a lot of quarterback injuries going on today. But I think we might be kind of going at it a little bit today because, you know, I understand Miami a dog 12.5. That's a shit ton of points.
Right.
You get into a lot of these games, and we can look at the list. But I mean, there's a lot of 3.5, 1.5, you know, and stuff like that. And you know, these guys, even if they got a backup quarterback in like Browning, they still got a hell of a football team on both sides of the ball. And I don't know if you want to talk about specific games, but I am not sold on Minnesota yet.
Yeah.
And Carson Wentz has been hot and cold for me in the past, but he hasn't played. I don't know. I'm not sold on Minnesota yet.
Yeah. Your thoughts are welcome from the50.com if you want to get involved. TikTok, YouTube, live this morning. You can also send us an email anytime during the season from the50show@gmail.com. I'd like to bring up a storyline real quick. Has nothing to do with football. So last night, our studio audience is down here with us too and made the trek from Florida. I don't think he knows the story. But I'm pretty tired. I'm thinking about calling it a night, going upstairs, and the old man calls me and goes, "Oh, I got this game for you. We got to go play. You really want to play a little blackjack?" And I go, "Sure, let's play a little blackjack." Well, here in Vegas, there's all these different tables. You know, they got this bonus, and if you hit 20 on this, you get 5 to 1 if the person scratches their armpit or something. There's some weird fucking rules all over the city. It is. So Big Web sits there, and he goes, "Sit down and let's play this cat game." So this game, you do your normal bets. You can bet this wheel. You put $2 on this wheel to win a jackpot if it spins or something.
Let me interject. It was poolside.
Okay.
And the gal was pretty cute. Go ahead.
Okay. 7, 6, 5. She's all right. Anyway, I think.
Breathing.
Yeah. Right. I think. What was the rule? If you get to 22, if she gets to 22, you don't bust. Instead, she takes these dice that have these cats.
Yes.
And she rolls the dice, and if there's no cats on it, you don't get paid. You push.
You push if there's no
After doing
cats.
all that work, the normal money, if I have $25 on a hand, no cats show up, you push. You don't even get paid. If one cat shows up, you get paid like you're supposed to in the fucking game. 2 cats is 2 to 1, 3 to 1, whatever. You keep going. So if you have $10 and you hit 4
4
cats,
is 500 to 1.
correct. But here's what we found out. How many sides to a dice? A die. A dice?
There's 6 locations on a die, 6 panels on the outside, you know.
How many cats were on those die?
There was only 1 out of 6.
1 out of
that
6
had a
on
cat.
each dice. So it was hard enough to hit 1 cat, and you had to hit 1 just to win money like you're supposed to in the damn game. We asked her after playing this for 30 minutes, how many times have you rolled 2 cats? She on one hand she counted, and she's been doing this for what, 6 months, Big Web?
Right, and I asked the pit boss, I said, "Dude, were you in the meeting planning this game here for this facility?" And he started laughing, and I go, we started doing the math and telling him, okay, it's what, 4 out of 96 chance or whatever the hell the odds were to get this stupid thing. And it's like, okay, give me my 22 bust instead, because twice I had like a $20 to $30 bet down there, doubled down, so that's 60, 120 would have been, you know, cash total from what mine back plus that, and I get a fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And I push on a double down instead of, but that was only on 22.
Yeah.
And the other part of this game, which was also fun, they had a wheel.
I just said that.
You said the cats.
Jackpot wheel. I
wheel.
said it, and a wheel. So you put $2 automatically on it.
Like TJ said, they had a wheel.
They had a wheel, and you get either like it says like 20, 40 jackpot, $30,000. Of course, the jackpot it always skips over. It's crazy how that happens. And but anyway, the jackpot thing was fun. But the cats, the funniest thing is you kept, as the game went on, and the more money we kept losing, you start realizing how stupid it was. And I go, yeah, where we are, the realization, stage 2, understanding your problem, you know what I mean, type of thing. It was good, but yeah, it was a fun game. I'm out 150 because of the fucking cats. So thanks for that. But it was
I'm glad I didn't come out.
You
yeah.
should have came out. Well,
Didn't
we
get
can
to-
always get you down there to sporting.
It's always funny too when you say that, and the pit boss and the dealer both have smirks on their faces, like, well, this is the game. You guys sat down. Like, anyway, good
It
times.
reminded me of Chevy Chase with the movie where he just plays,
Vegas
war.
Vacation.
Vegas, 4 or 5.
Yeah, guess your number. It's in the guy's head, and
Guess
he goes,
what I'm holding behind my back?
yeah, he goes 7. And he goes, no,
Close.
5 actually. No, you lose.
You were close.
Yeah, you were close there. Good one. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, that was crazy. The cat game. That was fun. That was really fun. I might never play that again in my entire life.
We got to show it tomorrow.
Let's see. How's it going? That's from Mr. Crispy. Says hello.
Mr. Crispy.
It's a pretty good name.
First name Rice.
Packers 2025 Super Bowl champs. Looking pretty good. I think
Not a
they're the
bad guess at this juncture.
betting favorite right now, I believe, on most books. Fun fact, Bart Starr, Brett Favre. Okay, I can't see this. Hold on. Fun fact, Bart Starr, Brett Favre, and A-Rod all won Super Bowls when they were 27. Love is 27 in 1 month. How about that, Big Web? All 27 for the
Wow,
Packers
that's good.
quarterbacks. That's kind of interesting.
Got a little something there.
Yeah.
I like that. Does Henderson have a breakout game today? It's from Andrew. I think, didn't Ramondre have a decent amount of carries and opportunities
We were
last
talking
week?
about that this morning. They
Yeah.
split so much. I don't know.
These split back situations on most teams, it's so devastating as a fantasy owner. It's also devastating as a prop better because you don't know who's going to be the guy. Now, for instance, the Lions, you could tell as the season went on, and Monty got hurt last year, but Gibbs was the guy. He was going to be the guy. He is the guy now. But still, here's another fun one for me. I got Kyron Williams in fantasy. Last week, for some reason, Blake Corum gets 3 red zone drives inside the 10. He scores a touchdown. Kyron gets no touchdown. There goes my touchdown bet. There goes my fantasy value. How am I supposed to know that when I draft a guy that Blake Corum's not the guy? This is what these teams do, and it's hard. So
It's kind of like Mason and Jones up in Minnesota also.
Correct.
I mean, I think Mason's one of the strongest runners in the league. And they let Aaron Jones have a series. And then Nutcase up there, he fires the ball 100,000 miles an hour. And Aaron Jones, nobody can catch the ball. Give me the strong runner.
yeah, for sure. Dacker Baker is from T-Rex, who also says, read the chat, bro. You like that? He says, read the chat.
Read the chat.
He runs the program. Dacker Baker. So I do like Dak against the Bears defense today.
Yep.
He looked good late last week. I think he threw for 275 at least or something. He did pretty good against the Giants. Obviously, they won that game.
Baker playing Houston?
That's a good
Jets.
question. Jets.
Baker playing the Jets.
And Jets got destroyed by the Bills last week. So maybe
That could go either way, man. They're both got good chances.
I mean, I'm carrying it over to my love of the over and the way the Lions shredded the Bears last week. I'm going to take Dak in that one. I'm with you. Yeah.
We got to write that down. I like both of those actually.
Just-
Overpassing like Baker and Dak.
Dak overpassing. All
Yeah,
right,
look at
Doc.
that.
We got our little sheet here, and what we're going to do is write down all these props and put our plays together. We are going to get off here in a half hour early today because we want to make sure we get downstairs with all the craziness that is on Fremont and get our bets in. So we will be answering fantasy questions, going through picks here, and get off here. I think my time's all thrown off. I think actually I got Central Time on here. 10:30 a.m. is what we'll go to. Central Time 8:30 this time. So we get an hour and a half to push some buttons. Got to get those buttons.
Like that.
Let's see. Gigi says, so cool that you guys are live from Vegas. I wish you the best of luck. Make a mint. That's from Gigi. There you go.
Thank
Gigi all the
you.
way from Florida. Thank you, Gigi. One of our number one listeners for years.
Absolutely.
A lot of years.
A lot of years.
All right. Let's go ahead and get to some picks, Big Web. What do you say? Get to some picks today. So,
Okay.
if you're brand new to the program, here's how it works. We have 4 games that we pick mainly for all of us. It's me, Big Web, Nick, Tolly, and Zook. We go through them all, we pick them all, and then we have a toilet bowl game of the week. We have a lock of the week and an underdog pick of the week. So let's start out. First game, the Los Angeles Rams head out to Philly to take on the Eagles. I might need a line check from you on these, Big Web, and I can look for myself. Eagles minus 3.5.
I think that is the current line. Yes. On Green Book, Rams plus 3.5 at the Eagles. I'm liking the Rams here, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
I think the Rams are going to give them enough trouble with their wide receivers that the Eagles are going to have to stretch it out a bit. the Eagles won both first two games with a tush push and all this real tight passing and this very conservative play. I think the Rams are going to pressure them enough on offense, get enough done on offense so Philadelphia has to stretch it out a bit, which is going to weaken Philadelphia and allow the Rams to cover, and they also have the hook. Give me the Rams.
Rams is a good pick, -3.5. I'm actually
Plus 3.5.
plus 3.5. I'm trying to figure this one out because I think Philly's a lot better team than the Rams. I mean, this is a good spot because I think the Rams are decent. They could cover this, but I mean, the Eagles have just been running through everybody. They're at home, the best team in football. I got to take them -3.5. I mean, it's a scary number. It really is. The hook is nice. I'd probably take them under 2.5 in a regular parlay today, or just money line. I gotta say it's probably 178 or something, -178. Anyway, I like the Eagles here. I think they're a way better team than the Rams. I just don't see it being that close. So give me Philly.
198.
Big Lab's Gilligan today. Nobody else on the Rams on the panel.
Wow.
So there
Okay,
you go.
cool. You know what's going to be interesting in that game is the downfield A.J. Brown, you know, the deep threat Smith. I mean, they haven't done it all year. We talk about having those guys in fantasy, and it's like you get one pass, one completion to get your yards, and I think it's going to be fun. You know, if the Rams do well on offense and they do stretch them out, I want to see what Philadelphia's got deep. We haven't seen it yet.
No doubt. Yeah, I wouldn't take that in a ton of parlays. I just think the Eagles are probably the pick here, but we'll see.
Is Dallas Goedert out?
Dallas Goedert out from Mark, our producer.
Is
That's
he
big.
or he is?
Who's their backup? Calcaterra, I think. And he's
Calcaterra.
all right. He's nothing crazy. But again, that's the thing about having so many weapons. It almost doesn't matter in a way. But we'll see. Maybe it will. We'll find out. All right, next up we have the Las Vegas Raiders head out to the Commanders. -2.5 for Washington. Jaden Daniels out today. One of the backups in, Marcus Mariota for week 3.
You know, I haven't seen Marcus this summer. I haven't had a beer with him or anything. We haven't chatted. I haven't seen him work out, nothing. But he's always a pretty tough, gritty player, and I think they're not going to miss a beat. I think they're fine. I'm going with the Commanders in this football game.
So, Nick, Tolly, and Zook all have the Commanders in this one. Man, this is a tough pick for me, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Raiders on an island +2.5, and here's why. I think they're so used to what Jaden can do. Mariota's going to do enough to move the ball. I'm not saying it's not going to be a sweat. I just think the Raiders, they got a little pressure, I think Genty himself. I didn't read the whole article, but he wasn't happy with his workload last week. They haven't let him loose yet. I think in this spot, they know they need a win. They know that they are going against a backup quarterback. I think Pete's going to have them rock and rolling a little bit. I think it's going to be closer than people realize. I would love it if it was 3.5. It would be one of my picks of the day. 2.5, because I like the Raiders to stay in the game, I'm going to take them and take that shot with the island. I still think it's dog week. I think it's stuff that's going to happen that people don't think will happen. Everybody's going to be over Washington. Everybody's going to be minus this, minus that. Put them in every parlay. I think the Raiders are scarier this week, not overall, this week than people realize. So give me the Vegas Raiders +2.5.
I saw a crazy stat yesterday on Geno from last week. He was threw for 3 picks, and he was 0 for 10 for any passes over 10 yards.
Yeah. No,
over 10.
They haven't looked great. Week 1, they moved the ball though, and again, Genty hasn't been let loose. I don't know what they're trying to do with him. If they're trying to, figure out what he's going to do, figure out how good he is, figure out how to run him. But I think he's getting frustrated there. From what I saw, I didn't read the whole article. I just saw something on Twitter. I think it was a blue check mark. Never know though. I just got a feeling about that.
We got to have that, right?
No doubt.
Vegas also played Monday night, and they have to travel all the way across the country again.
See, that's a good one.
For
Yeah.
the game.
Vegas, traveling from a home game Monday out to Washington. Yeah. What did Washington played Sunday against? Who did they play last week? Green Bay. That's right.
Buzzsaw.
And they also lost Eckler for the year. Not that that Jacory kid's unbelievable, so it doesn't really matter. He'll be fine, but they lose Eckler. Injury-wise, I think they're okay besides that and Jaden, those two. But anyway.
Raiders are in a little tough stretch of their schedule. They played Chargers last week. It's a pretty big football team.
Yeah.
And the Commanders are a pretty solid team, too, so they're kind of getting 2 in a row.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. All right, let's see. Matchup number 3, we have the Arizona Cardinals headed out to San Francisco to take on the Niners. Yet again, another backup quarterback, Mac Jones, starting in place of Brock Purdy, who is expected to be back next week, but not this week. I got Niners minus 2.5. Is that right?
Well,
I'll look it up. Go ahead. What do you think about that game?
so I heard some information that Arizona had 3 DBs injured in the Carolina game last week, and they're making all kinds of adjustments to fill in for those guys and work those guys in. I just think Frisco's got enough, even with Mac Jones. I am taking Mac Jones.
Yeah, I'm going. Yeah.
Dog City.
I'm going
He's
back.
going
It is
Dog
City
City
this week. I said it was Dog City. So here's my thing. I like the under in this game. That's what I like. I don't want to pick either side. I'm staying away from it real bets wise. For the picks, I am going to take the Arizona Cardinals. I hate Mac Jones. They are not electric.
And I hate the
all.
pipsqueak. This could be an interesting contest.
Here's the thing. Cardinals have shown that they can have a little bit of fire on their offense. Harrison had a terrible week last week. They could move the ball last week, but week 1 they did. James Conner's a better running back than people expected. He got in last week. The Niners without Brock Purdy, for some reason, he's not that flashy of a player himself. They can't do what they want to do. And they have injuries still out the ass going on. I like the Cardinals here getting the points. I think it's going to be a shit game. I like the under City here. I'm not betting the Cardinals one dime besides the under, but I like the under. And since it's going to be a low-scoring, close game, give me the points. Cardinals plus 2.5. The rest of the panel, Zook and Big Web and Tolly all have San Francisco. Me and Nick going with the Arizona Cardinals. All right, matchup number 4. We have the Kansas City Chiefs headed out to the Giants. The G-Men are getting 6 points. Both teams 0-2. Chiefs have not lost 3 straight games, I think, in Patrick Mahomes' career as the starting quarterback. Now, they have already if you date back to the Super Bowl, but I don't see them starting 0-3. Big Web, 6 points is a high spread for a team that just put up 450 yards passing and was 40-something points last week against Dallas.
Worthy may be back.
Worthy may be back.
And
See,
then-
that's the
and
question.
then
I don't know.
the rookie.
I think game time decision. What do you think?
Right. So I think this is get well time for the Chiefs. The schedule makers had a real tough start for them. They had to go to Brazil. They had to play 2 tough football teams. The Giants did put up 450 yards last week. I see a lot of passing from both clubs, but give me the Chiefs. I think it's a get well game for the Chiefs minus the 6.
Jordan says on Twitter, Worthy is out. Now I heard he was questionable early this week. I heard out Friday or Saturday. I don't know if that changed. Maybe we can check on that. Regardless, this one is also, like I say, Dog City, but I'm not touching the Giants on this one. I'm actually going to take Kansas City as well. This is, like you said, a get-right game, a game they have to win. I'm actually surprised it's not 7.5 or 8 because of the fact that, this is a spot where the Giants showed some life last week, but they know how good Kansas City can be. Now, with that being said, if they only win by 3 or have a sweat and maybe lose a damn game, it's not the Chiefs of old.
No,
We've officially seen the changing of the guard on one of the top teams in the AFC.
No, you're absolutely right. If they only win by a field goal, they can still win the game and still get smudged on this thing, for sure. But who knows? Do you know anything about Royals? Jalen Royals, the draft pick, rookie, out with a knee injury. They're saying he might be back today. There was a chance of Worthy and or him going to be back. Do you know anything about
I have never heard of Jalen Royals, to be honest with you. I don't know. Here's my thing.
Chad help? Chad
might be able to help. Jalen Royals, has he had any interesting stat lines this year? I don't know. Billy Horse says, what are we doing? I don't know what that means. But
sorry, Billy.
Mr. Hoare doesn't know what we're doing. We're live in Vegas, Mr. Hoare. Thank you so much.
He's used to seeing us in studio.
That's
man.
probably what it was. Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
Let's check on Jalen Royals. Here's my thing. I like
Thanks for stopping in, Billy. That's awesome.
He's hitting on you too. He says, "Dad looks good." How about that?
He likes my drip.
He does. Okay. Jalen Royals, any information you got? Here's what I think, though. I have a thought of certain quarterbacks in NFL history, especially in my lifetime, that can create receivers. Tom Brady was one. Aaron Rodgers another. Guess who's number 3? Patrick Mahomes. He can make anybody work because he's so dangerous, and Kelsey's still dangerous.
Throws him open.
Even if they can't run the ball that great, he finds a way. So
right.
I'm not worried about the Chiefs yet. Now, we haven't seen the same offensive superpowers that we usually have with this team, but I think that this is actually a spot where I wouldn't worry about it.
it's directly opposite of the Philadelphia Eagles. Philadelphia can win keeping things tight and conservative. Kansas City needs to spread things out. And
Correct.
it's exact opposite. So without a long distance threat, that's until they get that back, they're going to be struggling here. So maybe he could. I knew you could throw guys open, tight ends and little out patterns and stuff like that. But you need that speed, man. You need that speed to get it rolling.
Yeah. No, I like that. So we're all on Kansas City except for Tolly. He's going with the points. He's taking the Giants. So again, I think the only clean sweep we had, I don't know about last week. Week 1 we had Detroit clean sweep. We saw how that happened, how that worked with Green Bay. So maybe this is good that we don't have a clean sweep on Kansas City. I think a lot of survivor pools will have Kansas City today. It should work out. If they lose, it could be rocking a lot of pools this year.
Yep.
All right, Toilet Bowl game of the week. We have the Dallas Cowboys heading out to the Chicago Bears. Bears, last time I saw, +1.5. I will check on that. Big Web, your thoughts?
I think I agree with you on this one, buddy. So I think we're going to be. We better be snuggling up, drinking a beer next to each other for this game.
I'm not gonna snuggle
because
up,
the rest of the slate were on other sides. It looks like. So, but no, I think this is a great spot for the Bears to, let's use the same word, get well and get things going over there offensively against what I think is a pretty crappy Dallas defense.
Yeah.
And I really like the over, but I like the Bears as a dog here.
Yeah, so Nick is going with Dallas, and then Zook and Tolly are going with the Bears, and I'm also going to go with the Bears. I've already mentioned it this show. Island for Dallas. It's not a bad island, the way the Bears have been playing. I don't hate that. I think this is a perfect spot for Chicago to bounce back. If they truly come out and just are shitty today, and they don't score, and Dallas runs over them in Soldier Field,
Yeah.
you got a real problem on your hands.
Like the old Bears there, baby. You're just
Yeah.
dipping right back down to the old Bears.
Yeah, no doubt. I think this is a game you have to win for a lot of reasons. I don't think it's nothing like Ben Johnson loses a Jet, nothing like that.
Yeah,
it's just it changes a lot of narratives this year.
You don't have to win it. I think it's important to win it, but I think it's super important to be in it and fucking playing.
Correct. Yes, that's the point. Is they need to be competitive today and show that they're able to turn this thing around. You're 0-2. It's 2 weeks. You looked like shit, but it's 2 weeks. Today's the day you turned it around, and we'll see. Maybe we're all wrong. Maybe they just don't have it set. Maybe, I got my worries about Caleb. I got my worries about Ben Johnson giving him too much. I got worries about their defense now. But I still think they have a shit ton of talent. They had a ton of hype coming into the season, even more than last year. They got their head coach. They got their quarterback. Let's see if it works. You know what I mean?
You're right.
That's kind of where I'm at.
No, and they're not. 2 games isn't it. 3 games, 4 games. You're starting to look at something.
That's it. If you lose at home today, 0-3, it's gonna be looking tough. All right, so we have our dogs of the week. We're gonna have to figure out lines here in a second with everybody. Maybe we'll do that off air real quickly. But Zook's got Houston. I like that a lot. Cincinnati. Oh, I'm sorry. What is yours? Cincinnati. Why do you like them?
Cincinnati. Why do you like them? No, I'll tell you what. I'm. And it's weird to say these words, but I don't think Browning's that bad. You're making a pick on somebody and you say, oh, he's not that bad. Well, Mariota's not that bad. Mariota.
Okay.
Not that bad. But these guys are adequate quarterbacks playing on good teams. So it's still 22 guys are playing football. Next man up. Let's get it done. So that's what I'm banking on with this game, and I like Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, I don't mind it. I don't love that it's backup quarterback against backup quarterback. Because you said something yesterday that I think you're kind of right. Wentz might make the Vikings better the way that McCarthy's been playing. I'm not saying McCarthy's not going to be bad forever. I'm saying the way he's shown, Wentz might do more simple things, get the ball to Jefferson more.
Carson Wentz has some touch to his throws.
Yeah. You love Carson Wentz. You've always said you love him. Always. You've been a huge fan.
This is not true. We've had a bad relationship.
He's lost you some money. Not as much as Cousins or Kyler.
He's taller than Kyler Murray.
That's true. You like height in your quarterback.
Oh, you gotta have it.
You like a nice haircut too?
I don't.
What if a gentleman's got a beard?
I don't like any of that.
I'm
None
just
of
curious.
that. Oh my.
I don't know if he's got to have the look. You got the quarterback look.
No, there isn't. There's no look.
Think about every football movie and TV show you ever had. The quarterback's good-looking dude. It's the quarterback
I
look.
will say that. Have you ever seen like Kyler Murray starring in a movie. No.
But yeah, but you said like, oh, that's quarterback's a little cuter than the other one. Maybe I'll
No,
start him.
but you say you're down in the casino at the biggest place in Vegas, and here comes a football team running through. Where's the quarterback? I can't see him, but there's the offensive line.
I'd like to see Big Web in a GM like role and say he's sick, he's 5'11", can't do it.
Out.
We're not drafting him.
Get him out. Go be a jockey somewhere.
Okay, so we got Cincinnati. Let's see. Nick's got Tennessee. Tolly's got Denver. I'm taking Chicago. I'm doubling up on the Bears today. Again, this is my moment this year with the Bears. I'm a Lions fan. I don't want to see the Bears be good, but as a football guy, as a bettor, I trust them today to get it done. If they don't, I'm not betting them the rest of the year. But I think this is such a spot for them. They have to win. So give me the Bears plus the points.
Long shot, TJ.
Long shot, TJ. Plus 1.5. That's not a long shot. Close enough. Locks of the week, Big Web. We got Zook taking San Francisco. Nick's taking Green Bay. Tolly's taking Green Bay. Who are you taking?
Well, what's the easiest favorite to pick today? What is the lock of the week? What is you just gonna just tear it up? There's no issue, no problem.
You asking me?
Green Bay Packers.
Okay. That seemed too easy to you, as weird as that sounds?
I don't even mind the line. I mean, 8.5. I'm good. I'm good with the Packers. Let's play football. I heard some stat this morning. Mark, what'd you have this morning on Cleveland?
Cleveland held Henry to under 25 yards.
He held
Their
Henry.
offenses outscored the other offense by over 300 yards, yet they lost 4.
That's held Henry under yards. He went off the week before. So 8.5. Minus 8.5.
Minus 8.5, and don't worry about it.
I'm worried about it. This is the other one.
Of course, you're betting the dogs today.
Survivor pool, take them all day. They'll win the game. But I see this being a sweat for 6.5, 7.5, and then 8.5. The thing
Because
is,
Love is 27 years old?
no, because the Cleveland pass rush at home, they get that place rocking and rolling. They have a decent run game. Packers have been great. I'm starting the Packers defense on fantasy. I'm not saying they're not going to do good. I expect them against a shitty Browns offense to do well. What I'm saying is the Browns have a good enough pass rush to keep the Packers in line and a good enough run game when they want to keep it close enough and control that clock. I'm saying Packers by 7, could be. Packers by 10 or more, I don't know. I don't know. Just saying.
I'm talking about the side of the ball that you're more nervous about, and that is the Packers' defense against the hapless offense of the Cleveland Browns is where the game's going to be won, right there, and where it's going to be covered right there. I'm not worried about the.
Yeah, okay. And Tolly and I think Zook agree with you. They both got the Packers as well. I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and take Dad's Atlanta Falcons here. I like them a lot today. I actually don't know what the exact number is.
4.5?
4.5. So, no, 5.5 now on green. 5.5, which is not great. But I'll take it anyway. I think they'll win this game by touchdown. Carolina's not good. They have shown signs of life. They did it against, was it the Saints or Tampa? A division foe. This is another division foe. But I just think there's injuries on the offensive line, you said?
On Carolina.
Carolina's offensive line is hurt. They're not great anyway all the time. The pass rush for the Falcons, these 2 rookies they have that they got in the first round last draft have been awesome. Penix is moving the ball. Bijan's moving the ball. I think this should be a touchdown or more. So I'm gonna get the Falcons here on the road. I think this is a spot that they're gonna roll. Could be wrong. Carolina could stay with them. I just don't see it. So give me the Falcons minus 5.5. Lock of the week. There you go. That's it. Big Web. No thoughts on that game?
I don't mind that. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at my monster 4-pick parlay today.
Okay.
And I am going to make a switch right now because we didn't have a midweek show.
Oh.
I'm going to put the Atlanta Falcons in this, and I'm taking this. I don't even want to tell you who I'm taking out. It's not important. But I need to do a little calculating here. So tell folks about the stuff.
From the50.com is where you can get involved. Big Web with a great throw to the commercial here. Get involved with the show. Leave a voicemail. Text in live on YouTube or TikTok every single Sunday during the NFL season. Also Wednesdays for Just Talking Ball. Send us an email from the50show@gmail.com. If you want to see or listen to every episode since 2018, also can be found. All the links on fromthe50.com. Show pick'em standings. Our latest show from YouTube, all can be found online at fromthe50.com. That was the panel picks for week number 3 of the NFL. Should be an exciting one. We got a couple more things for you before we wrap this one up here in just about 20 minutes. If you still have any fantasy questions or betting questions or just thoughts on the games overall, let us know. We'll lock in and answer some questions and talk about whatever you want to talk about. Iceman says, say the parlay that you just added Atlanta to. So Big Web will get to that once he's done calculating. We will do that. In the meantime, I can read some more comments if you guys want to throw out fantasy questions. Let's see. Should I start Penix or Bo Nix today? It's from Rough Silence.
Penix.
Yeah, Bo. They're all
against
going up.
Carolina.
And Bo's going up against the Chargers. I'm with you. I think that's a better matchup. I would probably take Penix as well. Nolan says JMO or Swift for flex today. So JMO went off last week. He had a good deep shot against a bad Bears secondary. They're playing against the Ravens. I don't like his. He could listen. The thing with JMO, he's such a good weapon. You don't know when he's going to go off though. St. Brown's the guy there, and then you got. Gibbs in the running game. Play action to Laporta. JMO is a deep shot guy. He might get 2 receptions for 108 yards and a touchdown. He might get 1 target and a reception for 8 yards. You don't know what he's going to do. Against the Ravens, I don't trust him. I would take Swift. But didn't you say Swift is maybe banged up today?
I heard he was nicked. Yeah.
He's out, or is he?
No, not for sure, but he
was
practiced.
Somebody let me know if Swift is in. I'm guessing if this guy's looking at his lineup, he's questionable or he's in. We haven't seen their injury report yet. I don't believe it's not out yet. But if Swift is healthy, I would play Swift. Obviously, if he's not, play JMO. That's where I'm at.
Yes.
Geno, Wilson, or Lawrence, I had Burrow. It's from Hayden. So he's saying start Geno, Russell Wilson, or Trevor Lawrence. He had Burrow. So who's going to replace him?
Not Geno. Right now, he's got to prove himself here. Lawrence is up against who?
Houston. Defense.
That's a little tough.
Yeah.
So
that's Russell Wilson.
that's what I think he's.
I think I don't know. I don't trust him either. That's tough.
I'd probably start Russ against the Chiefs defense right now.
After he did what he did last week, I think you have to. I guess with those 3, that's where I'm at too. Yeah, I don't like it, but I think that's what I would do as well. I have no options, he says. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's fantasy quarterback situations this week especially. I think I picked up Jake Browning in both of my leagues. He's not starting for either league, but I think what Big Web said, I think he's not too bad. He's also got a great set of weapons around him that I think is exactly what a backup quarterback would need. I think Jamar Chase's fantasy value goes nowhere. I think it's going to still stay up. I think T. Higgins will still stay there. Burrow has the arm of all arms. He's incredible, but Browning can do enough to move the ball. And when you have enough guys to spread it out to, you're not going to be the same team, but you'll be good enough to stay the course.
Somebody that can move it. Yes, sir.
Correct. All right, Big Web, your best bet of the week. What do we got?
Guys, I tell you what, this is exciting because I'm a guy that buys a lot of points, right?
Correct.
And usually I take a lot of flavor out, right?
Yeah.
Not today.
Oh.
Not today.
Oh. What we got?
Green Bay Packers, we did bite down a touch, 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta Falcons, -5.5.
Yep.
The Dallas Cowboys Bears, over 49.5.
Yep, love that.
The Kansas City Chiefs, -6.
Chiefs -6, okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
100 pays $1,122.
No shit. Wow. Wow.
There you go, boys. I really like this one.
I do too. The only one I think Green Bay should do it. They should do it. But there's something in the back of my mind with Cleveland covering today is what I'm saying. That's the only thing. But they're because all the things are going towards Green Bay, the best team in football, best defense in football, Micah Parsons, Cleveland's got nothing. They come in and get after love today.
I could, and it's the NFL. Things go like this, topsy-turvy, blah, blah,
Right.
blah. And I understand, and you're trying to predict when things are going to go bad.
Sure.
But this football team has been so damn strong on both sides of the ball. And I consider the Commanders a hell of a football team going into this year. And they dominated them.
Yeah.
So I don't know that we're going to see the flop from Green Bay just yet. I think they're going to build into the season. I don't mind Green Bay minus anything today. I might buy them up to 9.5 on a couple, seriously.
So, okay, I like that. I want to talk to you about a couple props. So we talked about Dak overpassing. Is that something you're in on if it's 250 or 275 or less? You think he's going to go that high?
Let me search the Bears just real quick on see what they gave up passing.
Let me look and see what the actual number is, but I think I'm guessing Dak over 250 is going to be like minus 125 or something. I'm guessing his over-under is like 272 or something like that. I'll check on that, but that one's intriguing if I can find that number. And then the other one I was looking at is Jake Browning overpassing today as well, because I wonder if they're going to value him a little bit lower. The Vikings, how was the Vikings pass defense the first 2 weeks?
They had 4 major players hurt last week when they played.
And are they all healthy now?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
We don't have an answer yet.
Yeah, that's the question. Those are two I just threw out there. Those are two that I was thinking about a little bit. Browning overpassing, I want to find. Apologize, you guys. We don't have our normal setup.
Well, we can answer both questions right here. So you said you want to know the Vikings?
Well, I want to know, how's the Vikings pass defense in the first 2 weeks, I guess.
Okay, so
but again, 4 injuries last week.
Right, and they played the Bears last week.
Correct.
And
or week 1. They played the Bears week 1.
Caleb Williams had 210, 21 out of 35 for 210.
Okay.
And then the first week, or the other week, they played the. I'm on the Bears.
Week 2, they played. Who was it? Sunday Night Football. Anyway.
Falcons.
So see what that is. Browning today, 240 plus on Green Book is minus 105.
They held Penix to 135, but Penix they had the run game going. So
that's the problem.
Robinson had 143
in Minnesota. I mean, I guess we
running back had 60 or so.
I guess we got to wait and see what Browning is going to bring. We expect him to be all right, but maybe he's not. Maybe we wait. That's one that I'm not sure. Maybe we'll stay away from. One more I was going to check was Dak. And I think, again, if you think that game's going over, I think that passing over is ideal. The run game is not the best. I mean, Javonte Williams is fine. He's not a standout running back. He's going to throw the ball. Let's see what I can find here. I'm guessing
so they
270 plus is plus 102 for him to get over 270. 250 is minus 154.
The Bears gave up 334 to Goff,
which is one of the better passers in the league. I would put Dak up there though. And the Lions also have a run game, and I don't think Dallas has a good run game. So that would tell me overpassing would probably be a good pick for him. Right?
And they gave up 143 to McCarthy, but that's more him not knowing how to throw the fucking ball.
How much McCarthy?
143. And
he wasn't.
Right.
He had a terrible game.
Right. Yeah. So you get a real quarterback in there, not Jay Cutler, Bob Gibson throwing a fucking ball 100,000 miles an hour. Think I'm bitter about this guy?
Jay Cutler? Where did that come from?
It reminds me of this kid.
Jay Cutler's been retired for like 10 years.
I know. Tell me about it. I didn't like him back then. McCarthy's like, he's too fired up. You got to calm down.
It does crack me up. You just have like these memories all of a sudden. You're like, fucking Jay Cutler back in 08, he screwed me. God, I hated that. It was a rainy day in St. Louis. It just takes you to a dark place.
It was. And then he started dating a good-looking chick, and he started lofting the ball. Worked out.
Yeah. All right, Jay Cutler shout out today. I didn't see that week 3 of 2025, but hey, here we are. Anything else prop-wise intrigue you today? Well, might have to talk off air. I know we're.
Bijan will get his yardage.
I was just going to say.
What's he rushing or saying rushing and receiving?
81.5 at the book
Ooh,
today.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Bijan over
And
81.
the backup 25, he'll get his.
Algier,
Yeah.
what's he at? 30 something or?
I couldn't get this machine to work.
Okay, we'll take a look at it. I like those as well. Anybody else in the chat? Let us know prop bets if you like anything that's standing out today. We're kind of figuring that out as we go.
I'm going to take a
mention
flyer.
Seattle and New Orleans today. Seattle will have a good day.
Yes, I agree with that.
And New Orleans, the crowd will be there, and
Yeah.
So
you got a few extra shekels, throw them on them.
Seattle straight up. What are they at? Like 3.5 or something?
You got to buy them down to get to 2.5. I think they're around 5.
Okay. Well, I'll check in a minute. But Seattle, I have in a survivor pool today just to win. I do like that. I mean, betting against the Saints this year. They're going to win at some point, but I mean, it's so far they haven't looked great.
I want to take a flyer on Justin Jefferson today. I think him and Carr's yardage. He needs to break out. It's time. He wants the ball, and I think him and Wentz might just click.
I like that. Jetta's over yards. I think that could definitely happen. Lenny says, "What do you guys think about Thielen over 24.5 receiving yards?" He hasn't done much since getting back
They've
with
been
Minnesota.
looking in the other direction, man.
And I get the reasoning because Addison's been out for, I think he's out 2 more weeks. I just feel like, again, McCarthy has struggled. Who's Wentz going to go to today? I would think Jefferson, but maybe that's a play.
Right.
Maybe he gets the. I mean, 25 yards, nothing.
Both veterans probably talking in the locker room. Hey, give me a couple shots today.
Thielen over
Slot receivers,
25.
He likes him.
24 and a half. I'm going to see how many targets he got. But maybe
Slot receiver too. That's
slot
good.
receiver, 25 yards, nothing. Okay, I like that, Lenny. That's a good one. I might do something with that.
Especially if Jefferson gets hot.
Correct.
Safety will stay back, and Thielen will eat.
And I feel like Jay Jetta's number is going to be higher because I think the books expect Wentz to go to him more, is what I would think. Again, I could be. That's a theory I totally just came up with. I don't have great research. And it's like just throw out shit out there without facts. But I think as a fan, I'd see backup quarterbacks try to go for the number 1 receiver, the safety net, more often. That's what I would expect. That's an interesting one. All right, Big Web. Last thing we got to do: Hail Mary parlay of the week.
Okay.
And Mark's going to be our tiebreaker. So what we do, pick every single game, money line. We've been so busy with Vegas, I forgot I didn't bitch about what happened to us last week.
Woo.
We had 13-leg parlay, every single game on Sunday. Money line to pick. $1 to pay $6.80. The last one we needed, the Denver Broncos, who won the game. And they called leverage on the guy because he put his hands on the guy's back. He took them off, then jumped. All he did was pat him on the back for a second.
The old field goal leverage.
Throw the flag. That would have paid $680 on one. First ever Hail Mary parlay we would have hit. Here's why I'm okay and I'm not crying right now. I only had $1 on it. Can you imagine? First of all, I never put 100 on it.
10.
But if you put 10 or 100, $68,000. If you're a millionaire, that would have bet that. But anyway, that sucked.
All right, so let's see how we feel on these because I might put 10 on today.
Oh, okay. Just a win. You ready for this?
Yep.
Green Bay Packers against the Cleveland Browns. Packers. Agreed? New York Jets against the Tampa Bay Bucks. I'll take the Bucks there.
Bucks.
So far, we got great odds, minus 179 for 2 picks.
Okay.
Rams, Eagles, I'm going to Philly. Just a win.
Philly.
Philly? Yeah. Were you to take in the Rams?
I'd have took the Rams
To win?
to win.
Oh, man.
Moneyline Rams.
If you really want to take it, this is...
No,
You
I
say
do
Philly?
not.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I don't. I'm
I'll
good.
make sure.
I'd like to see
I
the
want to make
Rams
sure you had the
cover.
right... Yeah.
With the Rams covered with the field goal, but they can win.
Falcons, Panthers. Going Falcons.
Yes, sir.
Colts, Titans. God. This one's scary. The Colts should win, but it scares me. I'll go Colts.
Ward hasn't done anything yet. Give me Indiana Jones.
All right. Vegas Raiders against the Commanders. I'm going to take the Raiders.
This is the scariest one for me. All right, because it's the scariest one for me, I'm going with you.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who would you have picked?
Washington.
That's what I thought. Okay. Steelers, Patriots. I think I like Aaron here on the road. I haven't seen enough from New England. I thought I'd see more already. They're fine. They're not great.
It's at the Patriots?
It's at the Patriots. I like Rodgers today.
How'd Rodgers do last week?
They lost, but he didn't look great. Week 1, he looked really good. The thing is, I see this game. I couldn't get any feeling on this game at all.
That's where
not
I'm
even
at.
a little bit.
What's the spread? Or there's no spread?
No spread. Win a game.
I got to go against you.
All right.
New England.
Mark?
New England.
Wow, okay. First
Maybe
flip of the day.
Maybe we can make that happen.
Bengals, Vikings.
Back up.
By the way, over 41.5 might be a play there. If you think Wentz does anything, I like that. I think I want to go Minnesota to win.
What's the spread? I mean, just
Just to win.
comparison purposes.
It's 3. Vikings -3. Here's my thought process. I would take the points with the Bengals. I would take money line for the Vikings. I think it's gonna be a close one. I do.
I'm gonna go with my little tinge of Jefferson having a day with Wentz,
Okay.
and what you said about Thielen, and I'm going to go with you with Minnesota.
Aaron Jones out on IR. Jordan Mason getting the full workload today. First time he's done
Best
it with,
thing in the world.
and O'Connell
Mason
loves
is
him.
Gale saying.
Another prop bet Mason today.
Mason is a great one as well.
Cincinnati's tough defense.
Yeah, Mason over yards is a great one. All right, Texans, Jaguars. I like the Texans today.
I'm going Jags on that one.
Mark? Whatever you think. This is how we do it.
Gut
It's a
feeling.
tough one.
Give me Jacksonville today.
All right. Saints, Seahawks. I like the Seahawks.
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 Broncos, Chargers. I actually like Denver to make an upset today.
What's that? What that do to our odds?
And don't worry about that. Who do you think is going to win? That's not how we do it.
I got to go Chargers.
All right.
Chargers.
Okay. Dallas and Chicago. I'm going with the Bears. Just a win.
Yeah. Yep.
San Francisco at home against the Cardinals. I'm going to take the Cardinals.
Frisco.
Okay. Chiefs, Giants. I'm taking the Chiefs just to win.
Chiefs.
Lions. No, that's Monday night. Okay, that's it. We have 14-leg parlay. $1 pays $664.
So $664 to 1. So $10 would pay $6,664.
Correct.
$664.
I'm gonna bet one. I'm gonna bet $1 on that. I'm gonna put $1 on my own too, just to see. I do both and have the shots at a couple different things. But it's fun. I mean, you see how close we can get. But here's the deal. I think we did it because favorites are winning. I'm not saying this week favorites won't win again. I'm saying at some point it's going to get tougher. Because I had a bunch of people, I made a video saying, oh, the Broncos screwed us. How shitty was that? And sure enough, everybody said, yeah, me too. I had a 13-leg parlay. I had a 12-leg parlay. It's all because all the favorites were winning. So at some point, these underdogs will start winning. We'll see if it's this week. I say it is. Doesn't mean it is, but it'll be fun. We'll see what happens.
I think if I win my $10 parlay and I get $6,664, not I think, I will do this. I will give one listener $664.
Wow.
But all you got to do next week for the show, you got to remember this. Text in, I love Big Web's drip, the first 5 to do that, and then we'll pull a name out of a hat and that person will win.
I love Big Web's drip.
That's if I win that.
We'll see if we get that. Yeah, that'll be fun. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you all for listening, watching here from Vegas. We're sorry we couldn't do it from the Strip or something, but hey, logistically this worked better. We got on the air. It's just beautiful. It's a great thing, and glad we were able to do it. So good luck to everybody out there. Big Web, any last minute thoughts?
Hey, shout out to the guy who invented iCloud. You're the man.
Yeah, Big Web. Big Web lost his phone. Mark lost his phone. I'm stapling mine to my thigh, and we're not going to lose it today. There you go. As Big Web says, don't bet in the house, bet the doghouse. Mark, you got one more thing.
When I was younger, if you had the drip, that means you had a bad disease.
Oh, my God. And that'll do it for
That'll
this
do it.
week.
Just drop the mic on that one. Thank you guys very much. We'll talk to you next time. See you later.